Hello, yet again, this is Timothy Witham. Earlier, I did a movie on Sweeney Todd, of course. I talked about how Sweeney Todd was one of the greatest musical films of all time. And earlier, I mentioned The Devil's Carnival, which is why I'm doing a review on the musical horror film The Devil's Carnival. Like I said, there's a couple musical movies I consider the best of all time. Of course, Sweeney Todd. I mentioned The Phantom of the Opera, Repo the Genetic Opera. I mentioned quite a bit of musical films I thought were the best of all time. The Devil's Carnival, which is one of my favorites of all time. This film, The Devil's Carnival is a movie about four characters. The first character, of course, is named John, a man who commits suicide due to the death of his son. And then you have a woman who's a greedy jewel thief who loves gold, loves silver, loves jewels. Like, she is just greedy, really greedy. And then, of course, you get this young girl, who basically gets in relationships with bad boys. And that ends up going wrong for her. And then, of course, you have Satan, the devil, which is the reason why the movie's called The Devil's Carnival. They all end up in hell, and none of them have really any clue why they're there. They're inside the Devil's Carnival. And what they don't realize is that the devil has deviously wicked plans for these three individuals, whom, because of their sins, are in hell. And of course the plot is simple. No sin goes unpunished. Soon, two of the sinners are judged and killed, lured the traps. And killed, leaving only John, whom desperately is in search for his son, without even realizing that Satan is luring him into his trap. In which Satan's plans for John is to use him as a gateway to heaven's doors, so that Satan can lead his army to war against God's army in heaven. And this film has great music in it. I love the musical numbers in the film. A great storyline plot. Just a great all-around movie, which is why I give this film a 5 out of 5 star rating. You know, like I said, The Devil's Carnival is one of the best, along with Sweeney Todd, Crybaby, Repo Genetic Opera, Phantom of the Opera. The Devil's Carnival is right up there with all those great musical films. And I just love this film. I think it's great. I haven't seen part 2 yet. If I do get a chance to see part 2, I'll definitely do a movie review on The Devil's Carnival 2. Hallelujah. If I get around to it, if I see it, finally, I will do a movie review on that. Also, I plan on doing a movie review on Repo the Genetic Opera eventually, Phantom of the Opera, even Crybaby. I plan on doing more reviews on musical films. This has been Tim Witham, signing off.